Welcome to Love Your Third Act, where experience meets freedom and life gets interesting again. I'm CWR. Today we're talking about something quietly uncomfortable and completely necessary: identity. Can you let go of your Act 2 identity without losing yourself? Well, that's a wee bit trickier. Who are you without the title? Specifically, what happens when the role, the title, the badge disappears and you're left with yourself? Let's talk about it. What a great opportunity to have a second chance. And this time doing something you may have wanted to pursue all those years ago before life got serious. For workaholics, who are usually seriously organized people with confidence in their abilities, who pride themselves on getting it done. So preparing that third act blueprint should come second nature to us. You'd think most of us will race around like chickens with our heads cut off, multitask like an octopus, and sniff around like a giraffe for something else to do. It is exhausting just thinking about it. So you want to be ready with your blueprint when retirement comes knocking at your door. There, I said it. Retiring sounds either like going up to bed or opening a tire patching service. I have a hard time with saying the word even still, but I shall prevail. Thank you for hanging in there, and now on with your third act, the invisible grief. No one warns you that identity loss can feel like grief, not dramatic grief, but quiet grief. You don't miss the meetings and you don't miss the politics, but you do miss knowing exactly who you are in a room. For years, your introduction did the work for you. Now it doesn't. That wobble, it's completely normal, so don't beat yourself up over it. You are not your title. Here's the truth most people avoid. Your title was never your identity. It was a container. Inside it lived your strengths and instincts, your way of thinking, your way of solving problems, and your business acumen. The third act isn't about losing yourself. It's about removing the packaging. And sometimes what remains is way more windswept and interesting. What do you think? Drop a comment down below, and I'd love to hear from you. Does it feel like something you've been thinking? It's all good. If you pre-plan with your blueprint, there is no danger of holding on too tightly to what once was. Some people cling to old identities because they're afraid of becoming irrelevant in their own life, so they repeat stories. I'm guilty of that. And I love our old stories, the good old days, the good old days. Me and my besties reminisce about our good old days, just like our parents did and theirs before them. My kids say it's dementia. I beg to differ, boys. Letting go isn't necessarily erasing history. It's living in the now. It's freeing yourself to evolve. For those that are willing to plan their blueprint, come along with me, and please, pretty please, send me your feedback in the comments. Planning 5 years out is a rule I gave myself throughout my career. It wasn't my original thought, but one of my mentors taught me that one of the most freeing things you can do is plan where you want to be and what you want to be doing and how you're going to do it. Overall, it's that simple. Here's the lesson I learned. Following that third act blueprint allowed me to break down into smaller, achievable things to do so that at the end of each month or each year, you can tick off a few prep activities. 5 years out gives you the luxury of time to revise your plan if you like, to rethink it with as much time and energy you want to give. The only thing to remember is to choose your date of the end of your working life and put it in the blueprint. You may think I've lost it, but bear with me. I know you're thinking, choose the date. Are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Why would I want to choose that date? Once you know your date, your mind miraculously becomes more open to opportunities for your third act, and you notice more readily potential helpers and supporters along the way. When you don't have an end date, you wonder and wonder when you'll finally, age out of your career having made no blueprint, not ever really thought the day would come. It's too much stress, don't you think? Who needs it? Yeah, you're allowed to be experienced and curious, wise, and still open to changing your mind, confident, and learning new skills to keep a workaholic busy. You don't need a neat label, you need room. That's where growth lives. We need to expand and relax fully into being our real unmasked self. So if you're asking yourself, who am I without the title? Try this instead. What parts of me were always there regardless of the title? Focus on those qualities and you'll find a new identity that honors your second act, but frees you to chase your own new you. That's your answer. I'm CWR, and this is Love Your Third Act. See you next time.